is a new week. It is Tuesday today. Had a good weekend. It was a long weekend, but I've got a couple of extra days off work, which is fantastic. Now, around about this time last year, I lost my seeds for my tomatoes and my cucumbers, and I couldn't find them. I ended up finding them down in the garden, which was strange because I can't remember taking them down. Well, guess what? You guessed it. I've lost them again. And sod's law, it's now time to sow the cucumbers. But actually, after having a look around in here and under this bench, I found them. Well, this is the stuff that I've taken out ready to sow today because I've got some more chilies and stuff to sow, and the cucumbers to sow and stuff like that. I've got this to fill up a bit more, so I'm going to go and get some other bits and pieces so that I can get them sowed. I'm going to go in the greenhouse because it's nice and warm, and then I'm just going to bring them in here. I made a bit of a head start here. I've got my trays ready to go, my seed trays, and I've also getting some, I've never had these before, they're the deep root trainers. Now these are good for like cucumbers, tomatoes, broad like beans, runner beans out like that, so they're really good for them. And sweet peas as well. So I've always just used the pine pots for the sweet peas, so and worked all right. After a couple of years, they do start to disintegrate if you don't hide them from the sun, but it is what it is. So today what I'm doing is I'm going to sow some more. I'm going to start with giant cucumbers in here. I'm also going to do some small tomatoes in here as well. It's not yet time for giant tomatoes, but the small tomatoes I've got from the seed pack that I got from Graham Barrett. There's a couple of little varieties in there which do all right in tubs or in small pots. So we'll see what I like. I'm trying something different. And I've also got some loofahs as well, so loofahs will be going into here, and also I've got all my cucumbers, so I've got a lot to do, a lot to go through. I'm all ready to go in here. I've had a little bit of a change around in the shed as well. I'll show you that when I go back in, but for the time being, let's begin. Done. A few little different varieties this year, just putting in some extra little veg. So I've got some stick tomatoes which I've never grown before, which they're just having a look online. It's just basically looks like a stick with the tomatoes just on the side, near vines and out there, near trusses and out like that. Obviously there will be trusses, but it looks like vines. Looks like a stick, sorry. We've got some Martian Zauber small tomatoes as well. Got some loofahs in, some heavy and long loofahs. Put a couple of sunflowers in, the long cucumbers, long and heavy cucumbers, long and heavy cucumbers, heavy cucumber. I've got loads of cucumbers in because it's time to get them in. And then if I come across here, I've got water from below in these trays, which it's already slurped up, that water I've already put in. So I'll do a bit from the top. I've got some chilies, some orange butt. Sorry, childish. And Jalakia, some small striped chili. I don't know what kind of variety they are. They're just small striped chili. And some more tomatoes as well, which are called microvine. So we'll see what they come to. I'm going to just give them a bit of water from the top, and then I'm going to pop these into the propagator in the shed. That's them into the shed, into the heated propagators. Put them. I've moved the heated propagator, as you can see. There's no point in. I wasn't using it. I just had these Swedes put in. Now, like I say, these Swedes are just in here until the weathers get better, which is going to be from this weekend. So they're staying in here until this weekend, and then I'll get them planted out. Everything else is moved over. I've brought them in because, as you can see, I haven't really been looking after them, and they've ended up being dried out and soaked and all sorts. I've only got one decent set left. I've got some more begonias coming, some deep red ones, which are for Granda, but I want to see if I can get these back to life again. So I'll keep them in the corner there, but if I've got a bit more space to do a bit more sowing, if I need to, moving into April/May, because obviously we've got the tomatoes and everything to sow coming up. But yeah, that's them in there, and that's that sorted. We've got some news. There's been some competitions been ongoing. Dean's back garden veg plot is he's been advertising a couple of different ones. The one on his was won, which congratulations. Like I say, I'll help out with that because you know Dean's like with his technology. But I'm pleased that he was managed to get that sorted out with his competition from Oakland Gardens. Done very well, and everything was sorted in the end. But Allotment Online also ran a competition for nearly £2,500 worth of equipment and vouchers. And guess who won? Lesley won. She knows how much I love her. No, Lesley won. She thought it was a scam. She got an email earlier on saying that she'd won nearly £2.5 worth of stuff from the competition. I will put a little video on the side there to show you exactly what it is that she's won. Are you happy?
I am.
Am I happy?
You're not getting it.
Heard that one before. But there's lots of stuff on their website to be able to have a look through, so we're going to have a look through them and see what will benefit Lesley. And obviously there's lots and lots of other stuff, as you can see there on the side, of stuff that she's getting a hold of. So well done, congratulations.
Thank you.
See, you got to be in it to win it. Love you.
Love you too.
Right, it's Wednesday down the plot. I've got a bit of time down here today as Lesley's got the kids. Obviously it's half term, so I've got the kids to look after and sort out. Now, as you know, I did this last week. This system, this setup, everything on here, and it's worked a treat. So when like I said, when I seen that they had it on a discount, I bought another one, and that's going into the next tunnel. So here it is in the packet, ready to go. But I'm not quite ready to go yet. I've got a bit of a mess to tidy up in here before I start laying the pipe. So I'm gonna tidy up in here and I'm going to start putting the black fabric down, and then we can get the pipework sorted out. That's one side done. I don't know, I quite like the weed control fabric better than the black and white plastic, to be honest. Helpful, definitely helpful with the lines on. Keep it some form straight, and the cutting's going to be a lot easier. So yeah, I've gotten this done, but I did have a bit of an emergency. That's the reason why it's missed a lot of it off. I'll tell you why. Get nice clean cuts on this weed control fabric. I'm using a Stanley blade with a fresh Stanley blade in it. Right, Stanley with a slash blade in it. Fresh blade, should I say it. And it's lovely and neat, but to get even neater lines and keep it from fraying on the inside, so on the way you're cutting, best off to use like a blowtorch, and obviously just heat up that very quick little section in the middle. I've got a blowtorch, but it hasn't been working very well, and I thought I found the problem because it had been leaking gas from around the centre. So I tightened some screws up and everything was nice and tighter. So sorry, just wait for the idiots to go past. So it was nice and tight. I screwed it right up and it was nice and tight. I put it on, I didn't see much leaking. Obviously it was mistaken. So what happened was, I set it up, it was blown away. It wasn't great, so I turned it up a bit more, and as I moved it, it slightly shifted off the top of the canister and the whole thing went ablaze. So I just chucked it into the clearest place I could find, got the hose, and I just took it off the best I could, which is exactly what I've done. But this is done now, it's all melted. So yeah, safety on the plot, number one. I did already have my hose and everything ready just in case, and I did have a damp towel as well, because realistically you put a damp towel on the top of these, and then you obviously once this flame's extinguished, then you release it just like you would on a big gas canister. But yeah, that happened, but I was prepared for it. Cub Scouts, always be prepared. But I've gotten this done now. I've gotten it all done up to here, and I've gotten it down to here. So realistically what I should be seeing now is the have a bit of offcut, which would have been this entire section here, from there down to there. And then what I should find is this side is already pre-cut, basically. I think if I spin it over, I might have that side already done to go down there, and I've only got to cut this line down here. So we'll see. Anyways, I'll set these up and we'll get this other side done. This middle bit's easy enough to do. And done. Marvellous. All sorted. Now, I'd already have my marks on the top, the way I'm putting stuff. So I've already got me hooks in for the canes. So I'll know that when I do my irrigation, I need to do one there, obviously one at the end, one here, obviously where it needs to go basically. I'm going to be just doing cucumbers down the sides. I'm going to pop one tomato here, and I'm going to pop one tomato there, and then one here and one there. I want 4 tomatoes in here. That's all I'm going to grow. 4 giant tomatoes. And I might pop some in a tub elsewhere. I don't know yet. I'm hoping quantity over quality, because I'm expecting these tomato plants to branch out, so they need the space, hence the reason why I'm only doing 4. Last year I did 10 in this little bed here, which was far too many, but you learn from your mistakes. That's exactly what I'm doing, so I'm more prepared this year, so hopefully we'll get a good, nice big tomato. Right, irrigation time. Now, while I was looking for screws and stuff like that, screwdriver, I managed to come across a couple of bits and pieces from stuff that I was given as well. And one of them things was some irrigation pipe. Hey, saves me selling of that tenner. I also found this as well, which is a heater, which is 240 volt heater. So that'll come in potentially handy down in the shed. If, for example, it's a cold day, I want to take the chill off in the shed, and people at the back have got their washing out like they've got the day. So I'm very conscious in regards to how close my shed is, and it was agreed upon at the time. Obviously, I've taken note upon when they were getting their washing out on the line. I wouldn't put the fire on, so obviously it's a bit disrespectful, but let's get this irrigation done anyway. Just looking in that kit there, and actually had something I need in it, and I don't need to use it in there. I need it in here, or this tank. It's a little filter, so that's handy, isn't it? Hey, just wing it. Things will turn up eventually. I'm bad at hoarding stuff, but I tell you what, do you need that, Dean? Probably not at this minute in time, but I'm sure I will. Forget about it. Hey, look. Right, I'll get that put on in here, then I'll crack on back up there with the irrigation system in the polytunnel. Right, that's all the T pieces in for where I want to be. So I've got one coming off to go underneath this hook here. So that'll be 1, obviously 5 all the way down. So we've got them all the way down to there. Then at the back, I've got one on this section here where this post is, because that's where the tomato's going to go. And I've got another one at that section where the tomato's going to go. But I've also put 2 in the middle. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run pipe down there underneath, and then I'll bring it through to here. So I'll have one at this side, and I'll have one at that side to come through from there. So that's what I want to do with that. So I'm going to do all of that now, put all the thingies in place, put all them green halos in place, and then that's it. I'm not going to time lapse that though, I'll just get it done and I'll show you after. Right, that's one side in. I'm going to put all of these in first, and then I'm going to run the tubes down into them. So I've got that side done. I'm going to move on to do this side next. And that's that side done. and also I'm getting the 2 back tomato cages in. These obelisks aren't going to last very long, I don't think. I think obviously with this sunken into the ground as well, they'll end up rotting. So we'll see what's what with them. But anyways, they'll do this year. Looks nice and tidy. Nice neat and tidy in here. I haven't even got any tomatoes sown yet. My cucumbers haven't even come up, but I'm pretty much ready to go for planting them out. Let's see, it's gonna come in really handy, this in here. So we'll I've also set this up as well. But obviously I didn't want to put it on the barrel. I'm going to do the same next door because I want to be able to fill the barrel right up. So I've just got a bit of cane and just stapled it onto the back of there, and that's secure on the back of there, and I can slide it back and forward if need be. So I'll leave that. And this obviously solar panel guards up and doing, so that'll come in handy. I just need to connect it up with the existing system. And I've also at the bottom here, because the filter is good enough to thingy down, I've just put a brick in the bottom just so it keeps it at the bottom, because it was just spooling back up again, because obviously the irrigation pipe is being coiled, so it's just trying to coil back up again. So I'm having the same problem with this here as well, because this is going to be the idea. Put that into the edge there and then just drip it into this section here, because I can't leave it open-ended, because it needs to be closed, because it doesn't push very far unless they've got some form of stop on it, resistance, so it can push it all the way along. If not, it'll just pump water through here, across there, and then out to there, and that's it. In fact, I've already had it on, so I haven't got nothing set up to the Wi-Fi. These work well, so you just push the button system. So you can see it's not quite getting, it's dripping out that third one there. But if I stick my finger on that, that becomes more powerful, and then the next one goes. So it needs something on it just for it to be able to push it all the way around. I don't know whether or not I'm going to get the middle ones done or not. I need to do all the outside ones first, which I'll do now. I'll test it, and then I'll see whether or not there's enough power to be able to get into the middle. If not, I'll just be watering these middle ones by hand. Right, I've got the pump on. I'm getting all set up for the Wi-Fi as well. And I've got all dripping around the edges there. Now, a little bit of issue that I've got is that obviously it's not filling because it's only a dripper system. So what I might do is I might test the theory. Them little sections there have all got holes in them. Now realistically they all need to be left so that the water can drip down. Well, if I put a little bit of soil in there, it's going to delay the water going through. It's going to go through the soil first. So I might just cover them up a little bit so I can see if it fills up the sides. I've done it in the past and it's worked fine. Other than that, I'll find something that I can just stick in there, which will let the water go through eventually, which is exactly what the soil will do. So I might give that a go on one of them now. Right, a little bit time later, and I'm getting all of them obelisks in, and I've getting the other sides in, and everything's dialed in. So we've got soil. Them little bits of soil I've put in, I've slowed the rate of the water going through, which is good. But I'll just see what happens with it anyways. And the middle ones I've not filled up because I'm just going to do them by hand, because I think I'm pushing it with the 12. It's only a 10 plant system. I don't think it's meant to go all that far, but I think it's going to do exactly what I need it to do in here. So I'm far more prepared than I was previous years. Like, this looks a lot nicer and a lot more neater. And I've got several different ways of watering in here, because I've still got the soaker hose to hose the water the bed down for pure water. And then if I wanted to feed the cucumbers or them 2 tomatoes, I can get them all the same feed from the barrel itself. Obviously, when it's a lot less lower down than that, but it's a system. It's something that I can water when I'm away. I don't have to worry. So if I want to go on holiday, I can. I don't have to worry about that. Grandad doesn't have loads of stuff to water if I go. That's one thing I'm always worried about. So I've obviously got them. I've got in here all done, sorted. This is all turned off at the moment because there's plenty of water on the inside, so I'll leave that for a few days. So I'm pleased with that. In here is all done as well. It's all water. It's all water in itself. It's been great. It's been massive for the last couple of days, to be honest. I can't remember if I mentioned or not, but the water's been off. So everybody's been panicking for a bit of water for the past 48 hours. I luckily filled all my tubs and everything up beforehand, and this is all unwatered for. It turns on to be watered every couple of days. I've had a few requests where I'm getting it from. It's basically Amazon, and I'll stick the link in. I'll stick the link in the description if I remember to do so. That's where I've gotten it from. While I'm on the task, I'm going to get in the back of here, in the back section here, where I had the white, which was a bit of old white stuff. I'm going to get that sorted because it's not going to take as long to do. So I'll show you that once I've done it. Right, 10 minutes later, 10-15 minutes. It's all done. This is ready for me chilies to be brought down. Same again in here. I'll be watering these by hand, feeding them by hand, but the main bed itself will be watered with a soaker hose, which is on the underside. And if you remember, these pots, that's all they are. Everything's directly in the beds this year. So, but these are coming along all right now. They've been in for a week now. I say a week. They've been in for half a week, and when I opened them up, they're already starting to reach out, which is great. See a bit of twisting going on shortly, which will be nice. I'm going to actually I'm going to spray these with some moonshine bio. Helps with the thrip and stuff like that, and the pesticides. So not the pesticide, the pests, sorry. Organic pesticide that I'm using, so that's quite handy. I've also been buying more things. This I've had for a little while. I got it off when I ordered the first ever thing I ordered off Temu. I got that. I got solar lights, which only work in the dark for the shed, for emergency lighting. They've worked on and off, but they've not been fantastic as you expect. But these things have been great. They're little fans. So basically what they're doing is sucking the cold air in, or expel the hot air out. So they've been really good. But I thought I need a bit more air circulation in here, like in here and even in the polytunnels. And I think it was Arlene put on, hello Arlene, and she put a Facebook message on saying that she found like a little 6-volt solar system, which got us thinking. When I visited, I can't remember who I visited now, who was it? Anyhow, I visited somebody back in the day when I was doing leaks, and they had a solar panel with a car battery, with a car radiator fan attached to it. And every time the sun came out, the fan would come on, suck the hot air out to keep everything cool on the hot days, and it would only come on when the sun was out. So I thought, we'll see how that goes. So I've bought a couple of fans and a couple of them solar things for, not in here, for the tunnels. So we'll see if that helps with the circulation in here. So we'll see what happens when they come, anyways. But hey, it is what it is. They're either good or they're gonna be crap. Right, I think I'm going to wind down for today. Done a fair bit. I'm over the moon with how things have turned out in here. All prepared and ready to go. Right, it's Friday morning and we've got a delivery just turned up. Yeah. Wait, right. Just going to try and squeeze in here. Well, bloody Nora. Leslie, it's bigger than you.
I know.
I tried to get her on top of it, she couldn't get up. What the hell am I gonna do? It's we've now got to try and shift all of this. Find a new home for it. Right, we're gonna have a cuppa and get sorted, and we're gonna unpack it all. Right, we've made a start. I've got your salad set up there for a time lapse. Oh, what's them? Oh, can I have them?
No.
Oh, please, please. Oh, 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 goodies. Oh, there's lots of goodies in here. Right, we'll get all these taken off and then we'll have to organise and see where we can store everything. Look at the smile on her face. I've not seen that smell since I said we could have another child.
Whatever.
You know, and now I've got loads of plants, right? Loads of plants for the hanging baskets. That's massive. You see the size of that?
Dean's got competition.
You see the size of that basket? I mean, just one hand. It's the front door. That's absolutely massive, that. Right. Leslie's getting a third of it done. help. No children were created in the making of this video. Sometime later, and all empty. So we just need to, that's it all off, we just need to organise and sort it now. Bloody shattered here. Try to pull everything inside and then organise everything to go my allotment, Lesley allotment, back garden and everywhere else. So okay, quick look to see what we've managed to get. Oh, what Lesley's one, should I say, sorry. That's them boxes of green halo rings. This stuff's all going to Lesley's allotment. So that you can obviously plant some hanging baskets and stuff like that. That's not all that stuff that's going, by the way. Some of the stuff's already in the car. We've also got this insect netting, some other netting, the trays, the pens, all of these. All these propagators, including the heated propagator down there. So we've got to find a place for them. And if we go outside, we've got the pots with the saucers, the 10-litre pots. This is what alleyway. I'm gonna, these are stuff I already had, these are from the front. So I'm gonna put these on here. And then we've got these long trays here, which are self-watering from the bottom as well. They will go in each section there. We've got big pots to go in here as well for the tree lilies. So 4 of them across here as well. And I'm thinking about putting some more hanging baskets just along here. And then from there, possibly some baskets underneath here, screwed onto the wall. Kind of like them ones there. So we'll probably see if we can get some more of these ones. But I've also got the, we'll order some more hangers, find get some more hangers, and also I just continue it around all the way down the back here. We've got all these baskets. So I was thinking about them putting them on the walls. But these are the hanging baskets we're going to use for the front, for the geraniums and everything. Got the lilium tree bulbs in here which need to be potted on. All the propagators, root trainers, all the propagators back there. Absolutely loads of stuff. Obviously got all the stuff back there as well. So it's absolutely tons and tons of stuff. We're currently just sorting out what's going to go where and what's needed, like what Lesley needs at the allotment and stuff like that. And then later on today I'm going to be doing some more planting into the propagators at the back there of the geraniums that I'm just getting. And also going to start putting some soil in the big pots for these lilium bulbs for the tree lilies and for the hanging baskets as well. Right, down on Lesley's allotment. Everybody wanted to see how things were doing, so I'll give you a quick look around and then we'll show you what we've been doing in here. See what Lesley's been doing. I'm getting wrong. We'll see what Lesley's been doing. Lesley's been doing on here. Not me, Lesley.
No, because you haven't been here?
No, I haven't. No, been too busy. They're all starting to keel our now. But they've been looking lovely. Just barked all our beds. Ones with our roses and everything, and tidied everything up. So we're just getting all the stones and that. She's got some gypsophilia, I think she said it was cold in here. So they're waiting for them to come up. Tulips in these beds here. They've been looking lovely. I brought, she's also, this is I've been massively impressed with what she's done back here. The back of the polytunnel was absolutely covered in brambles. And she's been in the back here. She's cleared it all out. Dug as much as I can up. Just been in, put it all back. We can get in the back now. Yoo-hoo! Big summer blowout. Should get in the back here again. So that's been good. It's been fantastic. She's got a little bit to do, but considering what it was, she's done absolutely amazing. She's got a little friend down on the allotment as well, a little ratatouille. Just seen him running from underneath the shed there, underneath that base. That was good. But there's some of the stuff I brought down. window basket, the self-watering. It's not self-watering, but that's what they class them as. Make the window boxes, so she can put stuff in the window boxes and leave them on there. And she's also been busy planting some brassicas on the outside beds. So she's got some brassicas in here, some nice tulips on the side there. She's also been planting out some strawberries in here. That was good. Reminds us I need to do that window for her. But she's been having a few fires, getting things cleared up. I am still on the to-do list. Still want to get her a better shed built, but it's on the to-do list still. And if we go into the Pollytunnel, she's been planting in here as well. Oh, she's already diving straight in there with the halos. Leslie, what have you been doing on this side? What's in here?
Lettuce, spring onion.
Lettuce, spring onion, broccoli at the back.
This one's cabbage and that one's broccoli.
Oh, cabbage and broccoli all inside. So she's been very busy. She's got some. Did you see some? Is there some leeks in here as well? You planted.
No.
What's them at the back then? Are they spring onions at the back?
Yeah.
She's got some spring onions at the back in the bed inside as well. And on this side, got all the tomatoes that I give her. She's busy putting the halo rings around them. We've got these canes as well. They're only little ones, but they'll do until they get so high, and then might have to string up to the top of here. We'll do for the time being. Are you happy? Because you're absolutely buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. She's built her own little potting bench in here as well. Got a little propagators and stuff. So I'm just going to crack on and get the rest of these done, and then head back and then head down to my allotment. Right, a little bit of time later, getting all of them done and all watered in. Everything's watered in here. Got the safety caps on the top. Stops Lesley from poking her eye out. And watered everything on that side as well. I've also been outside and I've weed killed everything with some diamond. Try and get the brunt of the weeds coming through here where the stones are, and obviously down the front of the shed. So yeah, good job. Right, let's head back and we'll start setting the stuff to mine. Right, down on my allotment, been having a chat with Granda and showing Lesley around because she's not been down for a little while. So that's us all done for the day. I've not what he like, but I'm absolutely not. I'd never like.
Time for food and sleep.
Time for food and sleep. But I'm getting some more goodies as well. The CCTV cameras are reduced to 20 quid. So I got myself another one for the tunnels. So I've been setting them up so I can see what's going on inside. Simple and easy to set up. Very quick. All done. And nowadays it looks lovely in here. I've been able to come down and just seeing the progress that I've made. Just coming in, I've got the onions are doing really well at the back. I've got little shoots of potatoes coming up on the potato bucket. Inside here, potato bucket challenge. Got my tetties coming in there. The volunteer potatoes that I put in a couple of weeks ago, they've come up nicely. Everything else is coming on lovely as well. Everything's nice and green, nice good feed, and this is working great so far. But that's me done for the day. My mum offered to have the kids. Well, we emptied that out. So it's now time to go and pick them up because we've been a good few hours. And I don't like to seem like I'm taking the mick. So I'll see you all next time. I say next time, possibly I'll see you tomorrow, see you the weekend. We're going to Beamish on Sunday because that's what we're supposed to be doing today. But we're going to do that at the weekend then anyway. So I'll see you then. Good morning. Kids are all asleep still, and it's 9:15. I'm going to take that as a blessing. So, today, I'm very busy. I've got to go over at my dad's allotment and sort his cameras out, because his Wi-Fi went off or something. And I've also got all of these to pot up, as well as the lily bulbs I said I was going to do yesterday, because I didn't get a chance to do so. I was so busy. So, got propagators, got everything in here. Let's just get these potted up this morning. Fantastic. That's all of them geraniums or bedding geraniums all done. They will stay in there for the next few weeks. And I've also had a couple of spaces. I had 6 spaces left down here, so I thought, sod it, I'm going to sow the common cucumbers, which I was only supposed to be 5 seeds in. So I risked it and there was 6. So I'm going to leave them in there. These will most likely all be going, without the propagator lids on, into the shed. I'm taking the chilies, the swedes and everything down today, so there's going to be space in the vitapods, so I'm going to pop these into the vitapods and get them a better start, because leaving them out here when it's been like 9 degrees overnight hasn't been fantastic. That's the reason why they haven't been doing very well. I'll show you the other ones I've got. So these were the other ones. They kind of got cooked when it was hot through the day and cool through the night, but as you can see at the back there, and even at the front, they're starting to shoot new there's new growth coming through, which is great, and they'll get a second chance of life. So these will all be going into the, yeah, basically. I'll see if I can squeeze some in here, and I'll also bring the little vitapod down and I'll pop it on this side, and then I should be good with that. I sowed these last week. I sowed these on the 19th, it's the 26th today, and I've got common cucumbers at the back, the telegraph cucumbers are coming up, we've got swede coming up, the normal swede, broccoli's up, different types, marathon and Romanian, Ayaman, sorry. We've got the marigolds are up 7 to 24 days, they're 7 to 21 days, these are supposed to come up. Look at them, they're flying, which is great. And I've just spotted actually, the cucumbers are coming up. So I've got some long cucumbers in this row here, as you can see, and these are long cucumbers as well, unknown. I don't know whether Q sent them in the Green Barrett Seed Exchange, but the cucumbers are coming up, which is fantastic. Nothing quite yet on the chilies, which I wasn't expecting them to, but they're all doing, everything else in here is doing fantastic. I'll put some water in the bottom of there before I go inside. Like I say, all of these swedes here are all getting taken out today. Bloody size of them already. Marvellous. Get rid of that because they're eating the swedes, these ones. So these are all good. They all had a bit of a drink yesterday, ready for potting out today. And also, like I say, these chilies are being taken, and I'll probably take these pepper plants down as well. I'm going to leave these in here, the aubergines, for a little bit longer. Find somewhere for them. It does cost us quite a bit to run the shed, but like I say, it's my hobby. I don't do anything else. I can afford to do it, so I'm going to just do what I think's right, and that's what I think I'm needed to do. But I want to get them chilies out. I do think I've potentially sown them a bit too sharp, a bit too soon, to be honest. But normally the end of January is when we sow them. So yeah, I'll see what happens with the timing this year. If I've messed up, then I can always do it next year. Just at the front here, I used the cardboard yesterday instead of burning it, because I had a little fire in the back garden. Instead of, okay, I want to say hello. Say hello.
Hello.
Instead of burning it, I did this. Use the rubbish because I'm busy next year cleaning the house out at the minute. The cardboard, I've got weeds and all sorts I didn't want on here. The council came and dug up the ground, which I'd already put loads of wood chip down, and then decided to put grass on top of it. Not like for like. So I've just stuck all that cardboard down for as a weeds present. Right, we're going to have a walk over to meet Dad's allotment and fix his cameras, and then get back, and I'm going to pot some more stuff up before Leslie gets back. Right, down at the garden, excuse the mess. I've brought the chilies down, got another couple in the car, but I've also got a car full of family. So we'll plan on going out this afternoon, so I need to quickly get these 3 chilies planted and also the 10 swedes. I've got another package that's came, but that's going to be for a later date, and I've got everything available, and we'll see if this works. So yeah, I'll set you up, we'll get that done. I'll be quick about it, because let's say we're going out. There we go, long chilies are in. Time to get the swede in now as well. Right, this is where the swede's going into. I've had 12 in here in the past, 6 at the front, 6 at the back, and it was far too many. So I'm definitely going to whittle down how many I'm going to put in here. 4 inside of here. I've got other places I could put other stuff, so I'll have to have a quick think here. That's all of the giant turnips in, giant swede. I've put some slug repellent around the base, and our peoples are touchy with it, but I don't want these being touched. Same with this last one that I had spare, because I got 9 in here in total. 9's too many, to be honest. I think next time round I will just have like 5 in the centre, or 4 on this side, 5, because 5 should be all right. I've got 4 of the giants on this side, so 5 will be on the good on this side, so that'll be better prepared for next year. The spare one that I had, I've just popped in the soil that I took out of the holes. That's in the air pot, and that's going to go in there. We'll see how that turns out, see if that turns out any better than the ones on the ground. But they're all done, and so are the chilies. It's been a bit longer than what I anticipated, so everybody's antsy in the car. So I am going to be heading off now, and we'll be at Beamish tomorrow, so if I get some footage from that, I'll see you then. Morning, Sunday. I have been very busy last night. I didn't record any of it because it was pushing for time for the dark, and I didn't have any of my lights charged at home. So I've just remembered I did have a light. I just forgot it was there. I'm rushing around like an idiot. But I'll show you what I've potted up and what else I've done last night. So in the greenhouse, I left in here, I've got the lily trees in, tree lilies. I've got honeymoon. I'll put pictures of what they are at the side here. Honeymoon. There's 3 in here. I've got Miss Fair, and I've also got some Anastasia. Now, I love the look of the tree lilies, because when we visited Monty from My Family Garden, I got my most favourite picture of Lesley, which is my backdrop for my phone. Right, it was a tree lily. It was absolutely beautiful. I've always wanted them, and they came up on JP Morgan's website for a good price, so I decided to jump in. So I've got them planted about here so that they grow up. The good thing is I can probably put a couple of geranium or something on the inside, just for to keep the top nice. Over here in one of the new Oakland Gardens Deep Root Success Kit, I have put the swedes in. So I had enough swede here to do all of them, and what I did was the last 4 I just put new seed in. So I've potted all of them up, so they're all in there. That's just normal swede seed. We'll just leave that in the corner so they can stay outside. Then in the shed, I did get quite busy. Obviously I did all of these yesterday, as you've seen. They're all put in inside here, so they're all red geraniums. And the edge here I've got common cucumbers. I did pot some of the veg up on this side, and I actually sowed some more Telegraph Improved, and also I sowed some more I sowed some collies. I'll show you where I've sowed them actually. I've sowed them inside of here. So I've got some Clapton cauliflower. The only problem I've got with these is there's no real handle. Only downside, but I've potted these up yesterday. So I've got Clapton, I've sowed some seed of Clapton. There was 30 seeds in the packet, so I'm getting them all sowed into here. I've got some Telegraph from here to here, and I've got Carmen 100% germination with all of these. That's the seeds from DT Browns. So I just double that. So all the seeds from DT Browns, 100% success rate with the cucumbers, which is fantastic. I've also potted some Marathon broccoli up, and also some Iron Man broccoli. So, because I like my broccoli. So I've got all of them sewed up into these big deep root cells. I've just used the bottom there as a tray. I want to actually turn that around. So, I'm very busy last night, potting everything up. I've run out of compost, so I'll have to get some more multi-purpose compost. And I also potted these bell peppers up, because they needed it, into 10-litre pots. So they're all done. They'll be getting taken down to the allotment in the next week. So, but I'll tell you what, that is looking lovely, deep green, lovely colours on them on the plants, even with the aubergines. That's all looking lovely and clean, lovely deep green. Same with them as well. Everything's looking tip top.
I would like to go at the 1950s as well.
Well, we're at Beamish. I think we've picked a lovely day to come. The sun is absolutely shining outside. We're at the steam train at the minute, but the girls have spotted their favourite animal. Size of that piece of bacon, George.
It's asleep.
It's asleep.
I didn't even see that one.
How could you not see it? It's massive. I mean, yeah, I was war thick like. That's me sister.
Piggies.
The piggies, the pepper, hey. We're just at the steam train at the moment. Spotted a fire engine on the inside. Could have done with one of them the other day, couldn't I? Also, I think that pile of coal will do me for a long time in the fire in the shed. Oh no!
Oh, so pretty. I'm going to see No, goodbye. Wave. Wave to everybody. Sophia.
25. Hold up, you have the green carriage.
Are you waving? Wave to everybody. Say bye. Bye. Say bye. Bye.
Look at the Georgian manor. We've got huge gardens at the front. There's potatoes and everything in these. I'm going to see the potatoes. In the front here, we've got the orchard. And in the orchard, we've got 3 lambs and a sheep. And Sophia's been shouting at the sheep, shouting at the baby lamb. It's just been right down here, eating all the dandelions. Was that good, Sophia?
No. What?
But I've got the orchard there as well. All the fruit trees across the top there. Also got some espaliers as well at the back there. Espalier there. And the espalier over there. There's one for you. I've just looked up and went, oh look, it's 12 o'clock. It's actually 10 to 12. It's not that far off. Hey, can I beat the old technology, eh? And a big ball of gas in the sky.
Hello.
Village, and it looks like they've been busy putting all the brassicas out. Actually covered them this year as well. In years gone by, they would have just planted them straight out without even putting anything around them. This time around though, put some mesh around. There's a handy little tip if you can do it. You want some coverage for your brassicas. Got some onions here as well, and also broad beans, fruit bushes. Raised bed there, they've had leaks in there in the past. Oh, we've got some pieces in here. Again, this side, brassicas all out. Looking nice and neat and tidy. Some herb bed, different herbs in there. Come the other side, darling. Inside the greenhouse. Yeah, cheated. Don't think they've grown them ones. Try to watch Sophia at the same time as well. Big bed of mint in a tub so it doesn't spread. I think they're last year's parsnips, that's what they look like. Birds are having fun in them. the onions and broad beans at the bottom there. Right, you can tell they've getting the gardener in this year. I think it was either this year or last year that they got the gardener in. I got sent, a few people sent us the job advertisement. It's too far up my way. And I enjoy what I do for my job in any case. But no, that's us all done. Kids were devastated because they went to come get some chips and the chip shop shut. So that's, aye, unlucky. Even though the door's open. Right, that's me finished for this week. Thanks very much for your help earlier on in the week, Kyle. Thank you very much for your help earlier on in the week. Tired now. Right, that's me back at home. I'm going to finish off editing the video and that's me done. I'm absolutely shattered. What a week it's been having this last week off. I'm pleased with the stuff I've managed to get done. But as I always say, there's always more stuff to be getting done. So back at work this week, so I'll get down to the garden as and when. I'm pleased I managed to get a majority of stuff planted out and some seeds and everything sown. So yeah, nothing else to say really. Thanks everybody for liking, thanks for watching and subscribing, and I will catch you all on the next one. Toodaloo.